balance, turn your hips in, bend your back leg and drive. Push. All right. Next man up. Remember now, we're throwing downhill, okay? We're not just throwing the ball straight. Get all your weight back, lift your leg up, hold your balance, stay there. All right? Now, if you know how to do this, that's fine. But I want you to listen to the instructions so we can get your timing right. Come set. Lift your leg up and hold it. Stay there. Lift your leg up and hold it. Lift it up and hold it. So all your weight's got to be back. Now bend it and go. All right, good. All right, here we go. Lift your leg up and hold it. Bend your back leg and go. Push. Good.
This is like an example of like high school pitchers do. They try to move fast to throw hard. They're like, and all you're doing is moving fast. We want to try to move mass. So I'm trying to go hold, drive, finish. Turn your knee towards the garage. Now try to push me down the mountain from here. Sit into it, sit into it, sit into it, sit in. You need to feel that. Pitch, 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 push, 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 push. Try to stay here longer. You can't fall. You gotta fight the slope and then use it to your advantage late.
It's because once we're here and now you start to turn, what happens is if you don't release the ball at the exact right time and your hips start to get activated with your shoulders already moving, your hips are gonna throw your shoulders off because as we learned, our hips turn our shoulders. I'm not turning my shoulders, I'm turning my hips follow my shoulders. So if I'm already out here and now I fire my hips, I'm throwing myself off center, which is where a lot of accuracy issues come from. The way that we stay on center is when we're here, this next motion is not a turn. When we start to come this way, and why I'm saying crunch, when I'm saying sit, is sit. You have to get balanced, sit in that hip. And now from here, you start to push. But now look at the way my body starts to move. The push is happening from my back leg. So it's a rear-legged drive. I'm driving off this back leg, not trying to step into the front leg. So I'm saying get deep. We don't want all these round motions that are gonna keep making us move round. When I get ready to go forward, I actually start to push my hip forward almost towards the third baseline as a righty as I start to tilt my shoulder. And as I keep driving into this position, my body will turn itself based off of the torque that I'm creating. So I'm creating the rotation. I'm not making...
A common mistake I see with pitchers that I train is they open up really early with this front leg. It's got to stay closed as you're riding down the mound. And an easy way to feel this is if you were to come up in this position and grab your throwing arm and put your hand over your knee and tell yourself to go down the mound. And you're gonna feel yourself leading with this front glute. A way I work on this in catch play is I'll come up here and I'll settle. I'll come down here and I'll settle. And my next movement is strictly moving the hips towards my target. I'm not moving my front leg at all. I'm not telling myself to complete my rotation. All I'm doing in this position is sinking into my hips towards my target. And in turn, that'll help you lead with that lead glute.
All right, we're going to talk a little bit about the drill called the janitor drill today. Credit where credit's due. This is a drive line drill, as far as I know. Essentially how the drill is going to go, we're going to talk a little bit about how we coach it. So basically how we coach guys is to basically do as much internal rotation as their hip will allow. We want to try for almost 90 degrees here, making a heel toe 90 degrees. If you can't quite get to 90, that's fine. So then from there, we tell guys we want to kind of turn into the front hip. So again, we're feeling some of that front hip, sitting into our back leg. And the goal is as I come down the mound, we want to try to create some hip rotation, but in a straight line. A common flaw or mistake is guys tend to do one of these moves where they spin out and over rotate. So again, the setup, you're going to go 90 degrees-ish. You're going to turn against that front hip, feel some tension. You're going to sink into the back leg. And then the timing of things is that my hands always start the delivery. So I don't go feet and then hands. That's going to make me late. My hand is what drives it down. So good setup, turn, sit. My hand's gonna go first, rotate in a straight line. One more time, 90 degree, turn against, back leg, hands first. That is the janitor drill.
You guys, we're using this weighted ball. It's a 1,000-gram weighted ball, and we're putting this in our left arm. Guys that have a weak front side, meaning that the front side is going down, this is a great drill. You keep this ball, this little weighted ball in your hand, and the key is to keep it tight to your body. I'll do it from this angle. Keep it tight to your body. Remember, your hand closer to your body is a stronger, faster position. For you guys that get your exchange out here, and now we take our left arm, we end up usually going around. Well, with the weighted ball, you're gonna end up going down. The front side's gonna die. This is a reminder to keep your hand in a good, strong position. If we get better with our front side, our velocity is gonna be better, and so is our accuracy.
If I come out of rotation early, I have nothing going into front foot plant. So by the time my front foot hits, it's just like a little bit of the momentum I gained down the mound. Now I'm just like trying to throw that with high effort, but very low efficiency. Imagine you just get to peak leg lift like basic as hell. And after peak leg lift, after you send all the energy up, your main focus is sending energy down into this back right pocket. And make sure that you load the thing that unloads you into the throw. But get to peak leg lift and just focus on getting down into this thing, and you'll rotate right out of that. But I guarantee you'll end up being like this with your trunk stacked rather than like out here in no man's land like